Good morning. Welcome back to Whiffy's Palette. I'm George. I'm Whiffy Penguin. I'm the painter. What do we got today? Well, we have another schoolhouse of Secrets of Strixhaven cards to play. This time, we're going to try out Prismari Charm in the Cam Painter deck. What's Prismari Charm do? Why would we want to try this? Well, it's a charm, so it's flexible. Despite maybe not being on rate. We want to play these charms because of their flexibility, not because of their rate. Most of these cards are not actually worth 2 mana, although sometimes they are. So what do we have? We have Surveil 2, then draw a card. Well, we are a goblin deck that wants to recycle cards out of our graveyard. So Surveiling 2, putting stuff in our graveyard, applicable to our end goal. Draw a card. We like to draw cards. Orcish Bowmasters, be damned. We can also deal 1 damage to each of 1 or 2 targets. So we can ping the opponent. I don't think that would kill them, but who knows in a close game. We can kill Welders, we can kill Ocelot Prides, we can kill Orcish Bowmasters. There's a lot of things that we can kill with this. And then return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So it's a bounce spell. So this is a main deck bounce spell that we can use to get something out of the way. Game 1's, it's probably going to be like a giant creature that would be killing us, or perhaps a flipped Tomio. But for game 2, we're flipping Leyline of the Voids and Chalice of the Voids, all kinds of things. Karn is a big one. Karn is a big one, especially if we're going to be going up against Tron decks, which, I mean, if you can look at the sideboard, you'll see we've got 4 Void Mirrors. We're ready for Tron. We have 21 lands. We've got a actual factual island. I'm sure imported. We got the random Dominaria basics. Dominaria was a cool set. We've got an actual factual island in here. We've got 2 volcanic islands. We've got a lot of blue, more blue than we had for white last week and the week before. And we had more white cards. No, we had the same amount of white cards. We've got 3 cams and 4 Prismari Charms. So 7 blue. We've got an Arena of Glory. Pretty typical mana base, other than the fact that we've got an island in here. We changed our fetch lands. I do like having the 1 of each fetch land, but if we're going to be playing an island, we got to play the Scalding Tarn set. Our sideboard. Oh, something that a lot of decks aren't doing is Simian Spirit Guide. So I want to play Simian Spirit Guide, and part of that is I have 6 blasts. We are in the flow state world. If you guys watched the video last week, you saw that we went up against 4 different flow state decks, and we beat 4 different flow state decks. However, we didn't really try. We had just the 4 Pyroblasts that we had been playing for a while. So we added some Pyroblasts, and with the added Pyroblasts, I want to add in some Simian Spirit Guides too. I want to be able to force will some people. Moving over to the sideboard, we've got Leyline of the Void. This is going to be our Oops All Spells Hate of Choice, which also has applications against Reanimator and Storm, and I feel like there's another deck that we might be able to get some percentages out of this. Void Mirror. Tron decks, at least when I was brewing this up earlier this week, Tron decks are the largest part of the metagame on Goldfish. I think they were like 11% of the meta. Insane that Candlestick deck, a Tron deck with actual factual Tron lands would be the biggest deck in the metagame. So we got Void Mirror for there. Also hits on Storm. Also hits on Oops All Spells. Force of Will too, but we're a Red Blast deck. Force of Will doesn't really hurt us too much. Oh, we're missing 1 card. We have to put that last Abrade in. It's a good thing we went through this deck tech. And then we're going to finish off our sideboard with just a pile of creature removal. We've got 3 Furies, 2 Abrades, and 2 lightning bolts to blow up all of the creatures of the format. Energy, blue-white tempo, blue-red tempo. What are we a dog to? Same thing as always, Barrogoyf and faster combo. So we're gonna try to either keep Barrogoyf home and kill the faster combo before they can kill us. That's it for this. I will see you all for round 1. Bye. Hey everyone, we are here for round number 1, and this hand looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep it. What are we doing? We're mulliganing to 5. They have 60 cards. Okay, so mulligan to 5, you say? Kind of like the Painter Blast hand I've got lined up here. And then Goblin Engineer might be able to find us our Grindstone to kill him. All right, so let's get this Scalding Tarn into play. We're up against a Polluted Delta. Part of me would like to make sure that we have a mountain. Oh, Reanimator. Okay. Okay. Are we dead? Who are they unmasking? Okay. Well, it's a good thing that we have all of the Leyline of the Voids in our sideboard. Okay. We revealed cards. Chooses Badlands, Lotus Petal, Faithless Looting, Atraxa. So, get out of here. You played the Lotus Petal. You played the Faithless Looting. All right, so you have a Badlands and an Atraxa. You don't have an Atraxa. You have a Badlands. End step. Okay, let's get the Volcanic, and I think counter target, destroy target permanent if it's blue. Everything is blue. Okay. We have a Surveillance Cam. Ugh. Animate dead. Okay. You get to refill again. And then there's a Gristlebrand and a Reanimate. So you can't quite go again this turn. I'm going to use my Surveillance Cam to tap your Atraxa down next turn, I think. Lotus Petal, yeah. All right, so what do we take? Cabal Therapy, Lotus Petal, Gristlebrand, Dark Ritual, and Swamp. So get out of here. 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 Dark Ritual. Animate Dead. Bristly Brand. I can top deck a Grindstone to win. Another Dark Ritual. Faithless Looting. Ashen Rider and Archon. Those are both really good cards. Is it another? Okay, so I think we can I mean, I'm pretty sure we're dead. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Fire on the play. I could have Red Elemental blasted their original reanimate on the Atraxa and probably stopped all of this, but I was not on the play. We'll see how the ley lines go for us. We top deck a Grindstone for the not win. We didn't. Okay. Let's go to game 2. And we're going to bring in these ley lines for sure. And what are we going to cut? I don't think we need Pithing Needle. It'll be too late. We want the Soul Cauldron. Definitely want these bounce spells. Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide, maybe just for the fast mana. Let's cut one cam. Let's cut one Moxite. And let's cut one Red Blast. They're not a blue deck. And we'll submit. See how it goes. We're gonna play first. We're gonna keep this hand, I guess. Put the ley line into play. Okay, you have your own ley line. Well, I have Prismari Charms for that. If you show and tell me, maybe I should put the Red Blast back in if we go to game 3 because of show and tell. We're going to discard this Goblin Welder. It has no text. And then we're going to attack you. All right, so did they put something in exile? They did not. Let's play a Saga. Let's play a Painter. Everything is blue. Let's attack your face. Hopefully my ley line is hurting them more than theirs is hurting me. Grindstone? Red Blast, that's a good one, for sure. All right, then let's smash. And then we'll try to kill him next turn. Counter target spell if it is blue. Hit that show and tell. Faithless Looting. I don't think you can do anything here, friend. All right, let's go on to game 3. I do want to put that red blast back in the deck, and I think I'm going to cut another cam. Or do I cut a goblin? Let's cut a goblin. We'll leave the cam in. Or do we put in a moxite to dig? We'll put in a moxite to dig. All right, this hand is a little weak to the show and tell plan. Hey, the coast is clear. Coast is clear. Well, Leyline of the Void has had text since the beginning of the match, or the league, so that's kind of cool. Although, Red Blast? Pyroblast, nope. We might not win this one, though, fam. Let's play the Lotus Petal. There's no reason to keep it. They know we have it. All right, so they kept 7, right? 7, 6, 5. Okay, come on, Pyroblast. That's not a Pyroblast, but it could be a Pyroblast. It's not. It's a Prismari Charm, though. Okay, we're Faithless looting. And then we're going to put, hey now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would need to draw an Ancient Tomb to make that happen. I don't want to play the Painter. We might be dead if we play the Painter. All right, red, blue. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Graveyard, graveyard. Any order. Come on, blast. Not a blast. Okay. Well, everything is blue. Gristlebrand. I mean, I'm probably dead, but let's have 6 and see what happens. Unfortunate that I couldn't cycle into the charm there, into a Pyroblast there. It's possible I can still kill him unless he... No, he can't reanimate. He could show and tell again, for sure. But, I mean, it is possible that I can kill him with a construct and a skateboard. My construct will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Skateboard can tap down the Gristlebrand. And then I can rumble. I don't even need to make a construct. He's at 2. My Painter will kill him. Dark Ritual. Triple black. I don't have a creature. Ugh, am I dead? I might just be dead. We'll see. Ah, I don't. You're still dead. You're still dead. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skateboard makes it 6. Tap the Griselbrand. I think so. I think you're dead. Assuming that I have not sideboarded out my skateboard for some reason, that's going to tap your Griselbrand. And we're going to play Mox Opal. And then we're going to equip the skateboard. And we're going to kill you. Close match 1. All right, we'll see you guys for round number 2. Bye. Hey everyone, we are back for round 2. We won the die roll. Let's see what we're doing. This is a really medium hand, unless we're playing against blue. I'm gonna keep it. We love medium here. We've got 2 mountains. We are as strong as we're going to be against Wasteland. Look at these wonderful draft bin basics that I've got here in my deck. I really need to incinerate all of my basic lands except for the ones that I actually like. I keep importing these deck lists from Moxfield after fiddling for a while, and I forget to change the basic lands. Forest. Okay, so my red blasts are terrible. However, we have a painter. And now our red blasts are amazing, assuming our painter untaps. Urza Saga. Okay. Probably just going to blast that unless I draw a land and kill them. It's not a land. All right, let's attack. And then let's destroy this blue permanent. Kind of want to destroy their forest too. They're not going to have Force of Vigor main deck. We'll do this too. And then just hope that we hit a land. Would have been cool if we had hit a land to kill him on turn 3. But we didn't. Mox Diamond. Another Saga. Come on, Mana Source. Boo, 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 boo. Nope. All right, let's play this Soul Cauldron so that we can get ahead of a Light from the Loam. Very unfortunate not to draw that land. Missed twice. All right, we are going to try very hard to remember to use Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I feel like the last time we had this card in play, we did not tap it to exile cards from graveyards for multiple times. All right, come on, Mana Source. We have a lot left in our deck. 19, 21, 22 mana sources. 23, Mox Opal's on too. We have 23 mana sources. We have 50 cards. It's almost half of our deck is land. All right. I would like to try to kill you. Again, they shouldn't have main deck Force of Vigor. Do you have another crop rotation for Talon Gates? Boseiju. Okay. Let's go get Thundering Falls. We don't want that anymore. Put into your graveyard. Okay. If they have a Dark Depths, they can kill me this turn. They can't get this Dark Depths. Really unfortunate. Let's see. Did they had a mana, they had a forest, they could have Besiege'd it. And then they had, so if they were holding Boseiju, they had the ability to interact with us the whole time. Let's get this Dark Depths. They had the ability to interact with us the whole time. So if they had that Boseiju, so missing the land drop wasn't like super critical, I guess. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. You have a million lands. Dark Depths is not one of them, though. All right, come on, something cool. Pyroblast. Not what I want. Let's play this Legion Extruder. We'll nug you. This is going to be a hard matchup. We don't have any Maguses in our sideboard. It's going to be rough. Let's get a skateboard going. Tap your expedition map, and we'll pass away. We might actually pass away. It's possible they kill us. Maybe not. They don't have a saga to. There's another Dark Depths that we're going to snag with our Soul Cauldron. Our Soul Cauldron. Saga, you got it. End step. All right, let's eat your Dark Depths. There's another Grindstone. No, we're gonna pass. We're gonna pass. Maybe I should have played the Grindstone so that I had food for the Legion Extruder. Maybe I should have played the Grindstone so we have food for the Legion Extruder. All right, you have a Saga. You have another Saga. Your hand should be like almost all lands though, right? And a Life from the Loam? No, the Life from the Loam is still in there. All right, let's eat your Wasteland. And then, I mean, next turn we might die, but we're going to cast this now. Surveil 2, draw a card. Into your graveyard. On top of your library. Goblin Engineer. Yes, let's go find our ensnaring bridge. And that's it. Next turn, we can attempt to win again if we draw a mana source. Crop Root. For Dark Depths. Okay, we're dead. Should have saved the Prismari Charm to bounce their Dark Depths. I guess that's on me. I guess that's on me. All right, game number 2. Game number 2. I don't know. We're going to bring in these 2 Abrades, and I think that's it. I think that's it. So what don't we want? Let's cut 2 Red Blasts. We're against a non-blue deck. It's going to be really hard to keep our painter in play too, I think. Void Mirror on the play. We could snag their Mox Diamond. That's about it. Leyline of the Void. Yes, but also no. Okay. We're going to go like this. We're going to try. Feel like we might be losing this one. I don't think we want Leyline of the Void. Anyone in the comment section, do you bring in Leyline of the Void in this situation? I don't think we do. It turns off their Life from the Loam, but that's not going to shut off their whole deck. Like they can reasonably function without Life from the Loam. They can reasonably function without Life from the Loam. Imagine if we had Magus of the Moons here, though. Maybe instead of the 7 removal spells, 3 of them should have been Maguses or Blood Moon. All right, we're going to play first. And this hand is not good. We're going to mulligan. And this hand has no mana, so we're going to mulligan. Okay, we'll keep. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think we have to keep both sagas. So 1, 2, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Urza Saga. Let's go. This is what we have. So this is what we're going to do. You fool. Now my Urza Saga taps for green. We are Saga flooded. All right. We are just going to make an ever-increasing stream of constructs. Maybe we should have kept the sewer valence cam and pitched the Goblin Engineer because we could get a Mox Opal. Oh, we are so close to dead. They only played 1 land, though, with their exploration hand. All right, we got a construct. Let's go get Thundering Falls. Put on top. We'll make a mana. Green, why not? let's go get our, let's go get our grindstone. We're going to try to win. We'll put Painter in the graveyard. They only have 3 cards. Painter. And a welder. And we'll attack for 2. What do you have, friend? A speedy concession? What would be the best draw? Ancient Tomb, right? Ancient Tomb would be the best draw. Not an Ancient Tomb. All right, let's attack for 3. And then we're going to try to paint them in the upkeep. And we're going to do it by sacking the construct. Yeah, I think you have Force of Vigor in your hand, and you're trying to trick me. So that's okay. That's okay. And then everything's going to be blue. So if you do have Force of Vigor, you have to spend all of your mana right now to do it. Take your turn off. And I assume you kill my Urza Saga, or maybe you have to kill the Grindstone. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. You needed to wait. Oh, no, you didn't, because it's Goblin Welder. You did not need to wait. But you will die on my turn? Question mark? Unless you have another one. Do we think they have another one? I do, actually. We're going to try and grind you again. We're going to welder. Yes, okay, we got there this time. All right. What was I thinking I might want? Nothing. None of these cards seem applicable. All right, we're gonna roll. Rock and roll. That was a mold of 5 with no colored mana. Mold of 5 with no colored mana. Could I have won if I had kept that Prismari Charm? I feel like they would have been able to go again or just started to kill me with constructs before I could find anything else. But maybe. Maybe I jumped the gun. I was also a little mana starved. I only had 3 mana, so I would not be able to really progress my board state and hold up the Prismari Charm at the same time. All right, this is a mulligan. Can't keep it. Okay, not the best. Ugh, this is truly not the best. We're going to throw away the sewer cam. It's possible we draw a painter and then we have pyroblasts. Ancient Tomb, Mox Diamond land, or are we just racing towards a Pithing Needle? Nope, there's a Mox Diamond. For the Dark Depths. A Rumble, okay. Stage, Cop Rotation, Dark Depths, Mox Diamond. What did we take? We took the Thespian stage, okay. Yeah, it's worth not exposing my Great Furnace here to a wasteland. I think the first thing we're going to do is put Bridge in the graveyard. I think we want to do that. Like, getting a painter doesn't really do anything. We don't have a Dragon Engine in this build. So let's open ourselves up to Graveyard Hate, Boseiju, all the things, right? They might grab a Pithing Needle off of this. And are they going to name Goblin Engineer, though, is the question. They are. Okay. Oh, how foolish of me. I could have tapped this for green. I don't think it will matter, but I could have. All right, so you have a Thespian stage, right? You have a Wasteland. Ancient Tomb. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Let's Moxite. We'll pitch a Pyroblast. Okay. Let's attack you for 1. Taste it. We have Painter Double Blast, so we can deploy the Painter. With our Ancient Tomb. Oh, baby. All right, everything is blue. Everything is blue, and we're going to smash. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. So I think they have a Force of Vigor. So I think I don't want to do that, though, right? I think we're going to play Grindstone. And we're going to pass. I wish I had another mana source. So if they have the Force of Vigor, they win here, right? So if they have the Force of Vigor, they win here. So let's try to Grindstone you. Because if I try to Pyroblast the Dark Depths, they can just Force of Vigor my Painter, and then it's not blue anymore and I die. Force Vigor. Okay, good games, opponent. I needed a little bit more. Pyroblast. Yeah, I needed another turn. If I played the second painter, they could have Force of Vigored both of the painters. That's close. That was pretty close, especially considering I didn't have any moons in my board. All right. That was good. We'll see you guys for round 3. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back for round number 3. Let's see what we get. Wow. We are welder flooded. Classic. I don't know. Let's try it. Goblin Welder go. What would be an amazing draw? An artifact land. Fatal Push? That's okay. There's more where that came from. Ooh, Urza Saga. All right, let's put our painter in the graveyard since we have the saga ticking. Painter, painter, painter. Boop. Next turn, I think we're going to play both of our welders. What is this? That's kind of cool looking. Gonti, Night Minister. I don't know what that card is. I know what Gonti is, but I don't know what Night Minister is. Okay, Swamp. You got it. Can you stop? Double Goblin Welder. Yeah, you can. And a Bowmasters. Hey, how many Goblin Welders do we still have on the board, though? Ooh. Ooh. Prismari Charm, you say? Prismari Charm, you say? That's right. Read my card. All right. Let's see. A brainstorm. Thank you for the free utility. Everything will be blue. Okay, another Prismari Charm's not bad. Let's smash. Start getting. Can't stop that ponder. Shuffles, that's cool. All right, let's try Scry 2 draw a card, or Surveil 2 draw a card. Put into your graveyard, put on top of your library. Nifty. Let's attack for 2. We have a Pyroblast back. We are playing the Idiot Brigade game right now. It's okay. It just looks like blue-black mid-range. Brazen Borrower into the yard. Ponder, you got it. Another land. Big Barrow. Counter target spell if it is blue. Your spell is blue. Red. All right, cool. Cool. Let's see what's in our graveyard. We're going to leave that on top. Put on top of your library. We're going to smash. Taste it. All we have is a Great Furnace in the graveyard for artifacts. Fatal Push. No, it's blue. Interesting that you would fetch land after floating a blue. Ah, what are we getting? Fatal Push. Probably gonna eat the Goblin Engineer, right? Guess what, friend? Guess what, friend, indeed. Yep, let's go put a Grindstone in the graveyard. Boop. Let's smash. Did you shuffle when you pondered? Declines to use All right. That was a little fast of a concession, opponent. Oh, no, it wasn't. We drew the artifact. That was cool. All right. What do we want? I think we want to just end the league right now because we cast Prismari Charm to kill 2 creatures. All right. We don't want a lot against this opponent. I think we want the Abrades. And we'll trim a Cam and a Mox. And we'll roll. We went through a lot of interaction that game. They didn't have any counter spells, though. I wonder if that's like if that's the flow state meta. You just you have to cut on your counter spells because you have so many cantrips in your deck. Although the counter spells help turn on your cantrips. Will they be in his deck for game 2? I don't know. Traditionally, okay, we'll keep. Traditionally, it's not the best thing to do. in the matchup. I really don't want to play my Great Furnace on turn 1. You didn't thought seize me? Bro? No, we're going to ponder. Okay. Okay. So our ensnaring bridge is going to be really good. Mountain. Okay. We're going to play Ancient Tomb. I think we might dump a cam into our graveyard for later, because like we have everything set up. This is like the combo right there. Okay. Undercity Sewers doesn't really do too much. Urza Saga. Interesting. Let's play the Urza Saga. Play an Ensnaring Bridge. See what happens. Are you going to Daze this? Force of Will? Eventually lose to it? You're thinking about forcing it. All right. Unfortunately, we are stuck behind red mana. Wasteland, that's going to hit my Saga. That's great. All right, you had 1 mana last turn. You have 2 mana this turn. You going to do anything with it? I feel like you have a bunch of Shilladrid's Edicts. Oh, that's a good one. And Fatal Pushes in your deck. Yeah, let's Saga again. What an awkward draw. If only we had drawn a mountain to start the game with. Maybe I should have started with the Great Furnace and let them wasteland it. There's another wasteland. Okay. Yeah, let's get a clue. Ponder. Are we going to try to ponder again? All right, this time we're going to Mox Site. Cannot Bowmaster me. That's kind of cool. You can Spell Snare me, though. Nice. Okay. Spell Snare has a lot of targets in my deck. Spell Snare also hits Flow State. I like Spell Snare a lot. That's a good. Null Rod. My artifacts do nothing? No, they don't do anything. No, it's the other way around. Yeah, all right. So we have a Braid. We are Ancient Tomb flooded. Let's make everything blue. Oh, God. Force of Will me, please. We need so much help. We need to draw a mana source that doesn't kill us, a mana source that actually taps for mana, something to do with that mana. Can my opponent play like an Urborg? That would be pretty sweet. What are we doing? 2 mana. Flow State. We have instants and sorceries. It's on. I'm probably losing this game. So hiding behind Ensnaring Bridge does nothing against Tamio. We saw Brazen Borrower in the first game. How many could they possibly have, though? I feel like just one. There's the Abraded. Here's another Ancient Tomb, though. Oh, I should have attacked. That was a spew. Or maybe I know that they have the Orcish Bowmasters. Maybe I know they have the Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, I am prescient. Look at them. They're going to play their, oh, no, they're going to Mystic Sanctuary, probably for flow state, right? Yeah, that's that's awesome. And the Bowmaster. Okay. My brain was moving faster than I could think, and it knew not to attack into their 2 open mana. Heuristics. All right, flow state. That's the second flow state they've cast, though. They've got clues don't do anything, thankfully, from the Null Rod, but we are hurting. What could I possibly draw? Mountain, Grindstone, and then a Braid, their Null Rod, and they don't have any fatal pushes. That's like literally it. Wasteland. That's cool. So if we draw a Volcanic Island, we're fucked. Oh, I can't block. Would you like to Wasteland my third Urza Saga opponent? Yes, you would. All right. Cool, 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 cool. At this point, we are just along for the ride. So we've drawn 7 lands, not like a zero amount of lands, not like a million lands. Seven's kind of a lot. They've also drawn 7, but they can tap theirs for mana. Okay. Okay. So now what? Exile this, add a red, 2, a Braid, destroy target artifact, kill this Null Rod. Does it work? Do we get spell snared again? Hydroblast. Yeah, you got it. It's not impossible that we can win this game, but we really need to draw like some playable mana very fast if we are going to win this game. Otherwise, we're just adding to the clock. Can't do anything. Can't attack. Can't do anything. F6s all around. Oh, so now you have a second Bowmaster? Well, I'm not going to block. Sure, sure, sure. I get it. Go to 8. Oh. Go to 6. Got the spell snare. We'll make everything black, just in case. I don't think that they're going to have snuff out, but they might. We can threaten a double block on the Orc army now, too, except that they, like, 100% have some kind of creature removal in their hand. What if they cast? Just one Fatal Push, I think? No Fatal Pushes? Imagine if we had a Pithing Needle to start this game. Our 3 Urza Sagas would have won this a while ago. What do you have, friendo? I've got nothing. All of my cards require mana to play, and I don't have mana. I have Ancient Tombs. I might just tap all 3 of them next turn. Go out like a hero. You didn't even attack with Tamio? That doesn't make any sense. All right, so I have to cast this, otherwise the Baragoyf gets to attack, right? Yeah. Okay. How many can I have in play at the same time? I don't want to make them red, because that turns on their Hydroblast that they have. I do want to make it white, sure. All right, that's it for this turn and this game. I'm pretty sure I'm dead now. There's like no way I can get out of this with 4 life, 3 Ancient Tombs. Yeah, there we go. We can concede and go on to game number 2, or game number 3, I'm sorry. All right. What don't we like? We don't like that these Furies are not Maguses or Blood Moons. That's what we don't like. Let's take out nothing. I think I like it the way it is. We're going to play first. We're going to mulligan. We'll keep this one. Let's put this card on the bottom. Done. I think... What do I want to start with? I think I want to start with Ancient Tomb and Soul Cauldron. I think if you're going to wasteland me, I would rather keep my colored mana sources. You probably won't wasteland me. Yes, okay. Cool. We can keep Flow State off for the foreseeable future. Okay, Urza Saga was really just like an excellent draw. If they null rod me, I'm going to be really sad. Really sad. Don't null rod me, opponent. I think I will Red Blast literally anything that they play. Kept it on top. Don't null rod me, bro. Ah. It's pretty great. Not gonna lie. How many null rods could they possibly have, right? 1, 2. Probably 2 from the Tron deck. I'm not blasting anything this turn. Oh, I should have eaten their Misty Rainforest. What am I doing? What are we wasting? My Saga? Oh, my Arena of Glory. That makes more sense. Oh, and I can't do this anymore. That's right. Oh, what am I doing? I'm all kerflimped. And you're gonna, wow, this is a lot of hate. All right, so next turn, we could blow up their null rod, maybe? No, we're getting fatal pushed. Ugh. Dismantled in this blue-black mid-range matchup. I wonder how much of this was sequencing. I don't think the whole thing was sequencing, but I'd be lying if I said that none of it was sequencing, right? Like, is there any way? Yeah, we could have played the Volcanic Island and then the Arena of Glory and then the Saga. Maybe the Wasteland. Oh, what am I doing? I'm talking too much. I'm a little off kilter from the beating that I've been receiving. I'm Red Blast flooded and I didn't stop that brainstorm. Insane. Red Blast flooded. All right, come on, Wasteland. I can't stop that. I could Prismari Charm it if I wasn't locked under this null rod. Yep. Take some damage. I mean, chances are that this will die, but it's what I've got. My arena's gone. I can't use my skateboard. Like, there's no reason to hold this. I could theoretically weld the Soul Cauldron for the painter. Oh, he does have Snuff Out, so I was right about that with the painter last game. I cannot see us winning this game. They still have 4 cards in their hand. It's an insane amount of cards. Could you stop? Yeah, it's unfortunate. We have the tools both this game and last game. That null rod like soloed us because of our stupid great furnaces and our inability to draw our basic lands. Can't cast it. Ancient Tomb off the top would be cool, but rough, 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 rough. All right. What's 3 and 2? Is that a full house? I don't know poker. I know Magic. Would you like to Hydroblast my Pyroblast? No. What's in your hand? Just all removal? Terrible for me. All right, we're at 7. Okay, we drew every blast in our deck. We've had the opportunity to cast 2 of them. I missed 1. And we're at 5. And so I feel, oh, they're going to consign this. That's okay. I can't stop. I mean, I can stop it, but they're just doing it once. Counter target spell if it's blue. Okay. We're technically not dead yet, but we are so close to dead. We got a Goblin Welder in the graveyard. All right, we're at 3. You got a Wasteland. Shut the door. Baragoyf. Goblin Engineer. Okay, we're dead. Unfortunate. See you guys for round number 4. Bye. Hey everyone, we're back for round number 4, and we won the die roll again. Let's see if we have a good hand. It's not bad. We'll keep it. Let's go. They are mulliganing. They have 60 cards. Let's go Volcanic Island, Grindstone, Lotus Petal. Next turn, we're going to do Goblin Engineer, put Painter in the graveyard, and then maybe try to kill him or not. I'm not sure. Oh, we're not going to put Painter in the graveyard. That's for sure. Lotus Petal. Oh, we're on Doomsday. Okay. Saga. I don't want to play this skateboard. I want to grindstone them if they do the thing, the Doomsday thing. Ponder, you got it. My constructs are going to be pretty large. Pithing Needle. I wonder what we can do with Pithing Needle. I don't think there's anything we want to do right this moment. If they wasteland me, I'm going to be so sad. All right, let's Saga. It's not a bad one. Let's get Mapson. Let's play Saga. Let's play Skateboard. Tap this guy. Do Edge of Autumn. It's possible I should have just left open 3 mana to Grindstone. I know that in past videos I've said that Doomsday trips me up. A lot of Painter players say that it's easy. Not for me. We almost killed them. Can they kill me? Can they Doomsday me? Don't Doomsday me, bro. Lose half your life rounded up is still 1. There's the Doomsday. Yeah, it's unfortunate. One life point short. Maybe we shouldn't have played the... Well, then they have 1,000,000 life. They can't use Street Wraith, though. They cannot use Street Wraith. Because then they'll die. They can't fetch land. Okay, we put enough pressure on him. We got there. That's cool. What do we want? Our sideboard's not great for this matchup. All right, we don't need bridge. Let's bring in a void mirror. I don't think we need pithing needle. Let's bring in a void mirror. And then I think that's it. And then I think that's it. We'll do this like this for the rest of the match, maybe. All right, what do we have? We have the void mirror. I guess we're going to keep. Kind of feel like we might be a dog this game, unless the top of our deck is kind to us. They mulliganed, so that's kind of cool. Thoughtseize? Duress. Well, you cannot take our Goblin Welder, so that's cool. We're pretty close to comboing them out with Sewer Cam. Top deck of Melted Moxite, we can win on turn 2. Takes the Prismari Charm. Okay, get that Lotus Petal in there now, buddy. Get that one in there too. Okay, they have 2 cards in their hand. It could easily... It could easily be a Doomsday, and we're kind of dead, right? Street Wraith? Doomsday? Ponder, okay. Okay. Land Doomsday, not the best for us. Decline Seas, Personal Tutor. Doomsday is coming. Doomsday is coming. What can we do about that? Fucking nothing. Nothing. All right, so... Let's see what is on top of our deck. Well, we definitely don't want that. Put into our graveyard. And then... Skateboard. Tap your Lotus Petal. All right. Next turn we can do stuff. They might just kill us here. Probably unlikely, right? But we can skateboard cam tap all their permanents every turn until they die, is what we can do. We could draw. We could also draw our combo piece to just win. But I think we might be able to do it. We have a Lotus Petal in the graveyard. $50 cards entered the exile zone. All right, what do we got? 1 Daze, 2 Daze. 3 Daze. Okay, I don't think there's any way they can beat us. Famous last words, right? Okay, so I would like to play the Swere Valence Cam. That's going to, yeah, that's fine. No. Let's play an Ancient Tomb. Let's play the Void Mirror. And we have an upkeep step stop, an upkeep step stop set. All right. So like we lose to a bounce spell that they have in hand, I guess. Second main phase. Let's play the Goblin Welder, actually. And then during your upkeep, I'm going to do stuff. Come over here for the skateboard. I have to try to maybe remember to cut this out because this is nonsense. All right, we win the match. My opponent figured out that they're never going to have 2 mana. Awesome. Awesome to the max. See you guys for round 5. See if we can get that positive record. Bye. Back for round 5, and we have another mulligan. We've mulliganed a lot this league. Yeah, okay. Let's hope that our opponent is doing something that is blue. Let's hope our opponent is... that's not a blue card. Well, it's not a blue card. It's also not a land that produces blue, necessarily. It could. I wonder if we're up against Cradle Control. Oh, okay. It is a land that produces blue. What do? We kept on top. I think it might be important to just get stable mana. So what if we just go get a mountain here? Yeah, okay. I like her as a saga. If they wasteland us, they wasteland us. It's okay. If they don't, we're going to set up for the cool stuff. I'm going to let that brainstorm happen. That's not our fight yet. We still don't know what kind of deck they are. This match could go for a long time still. Maybe they're Doomsday. Maybe they're Doomsday. All right, so I'm gonna make a guy. I'm not gonna play Painter. Oh, Hedge Maze. Sultai of some kind. So Wasteland is less likely, but not impossible. Oh. Oh, snap. Are we dead? Yeah, okay. We have the Pyroblast, but can't counterspell. What does Veil of Summer say? Draw a card if opponent casts a blue. Spells you control can't be countered this turn. Okay, so we have a fast combo deck as our last matchup. Let's see if the pile of anti-combo cards in my sideboard can help. Maybe they'll just die. No, they've already stopped. Yeah, Lotus Petal, you got it. You got it. You got it. All right, we're going to concede. I don't want to show you my hand. All right, let's bring in the ley lines. Let's bring in the void mirrors. And the trick of this matchup is just don't die. So there we go. We're just going to try not to die. Trim our combo cards, keep all the painters, keep the grindstone, keep all the blasts. If we were on the play, we still would have lost, I think. Maybe not. Let's see. Turn 1 land, they do nothing. Turn 2 painter, they do nothing. Turn 3 land, have 2 blasts up, so I can blast the Veil, and then they kill me, right? Because they never... Oh, they can't kill me because all their spells are blue. Okay, we won the die roll. This hand kind of sucks. We're going to keep it, though. We're vibing. It's the end of the league. We're in God's hand now. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll need the echo lines to go off and they won't have it. Mulligans to 5. Mulligans to 4. Go to 3. This time? This one time? All right, and then any non-land. Oh, that's going to stay on top. Put on top of your library. And then we're going to Urza Saga Painter next turn. Urza Saga. Painter. Everything's going to be blue. Our Pyroblasts are real cards that we want. Hedge Maze puts it into their graveyard. It's an Infernal Tutor. Underground Sea. Are we dead? From 4 cards? That would be unfortunate. Oh. Well, it is what it is. Mulligan to 4 and we're dead. Living Wish. Oh, we're not. Oh, they discarded a Living Wish. They got Ad Nauseam. Okay, they have no resources, but they have 19 life. They're flipping. Not great, I guess. They have flipped a lot of ways to kill my 2 Leyline of the Voids, that's for sure. Oh, they're at 4. Can I kill them? No, they need to... I can kill them from 3. Well, if your opponent mulligans to 4 and still beats the Leyline of the Voids, I don't know. I don't know what else I could have really done. I mean, I could have mulliganed looking for a Void Mirror, I guess, but I don't know that that would have done anything. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I saw they flipped an Infernal Tutor, so Infernal Tutor and then sack the Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, there goes my skateboard, so now I can't kill them. Mishra's Bauble. Yup. Brainstorm. That's not Infernal Tutor, but like, we're probably just dead. Tendrils. You got it. All right. Unfortunate way to end the league, but it is what it is. We're dead. That was round 5. We got O2'd by, or I guess they 2-0'd us, Storm. See you guys for the post-wrap. Bye. All right, we're back. We're back with the post-wrap. How did we do today? Well, we played against Turbo Reanimator, and we managed to win that one with our sideboard cards. We lost a really close match to Depths. They needed what they had in game 3. It was really close. We lost a not so close one to Blue-Black Midrange. Both of the post-board games were a joke for us. We got locked under our mana base and a null rod, and we weren't really able to function. And then we did the stomping of the not close game against Doomsday, and then we had this like non-match against Storm. Kind of a disappointing way to end the league too. They mulliganed down to 4. We turned off their graveyard, and they still just crushed us. Yeah, but the deck was kind of cool. Prismari Charm did some fun stuff. We played it a bunch of times. We played it a lot more than we played Lorehold Charm. I think this card's floor is kind of high for the different modes. This is a card that I could actually see living in the sideboard, a couple of copies, maybe 2 or 3 copies, living in the sideboard of this Campaigner deck. It does get rid of all of the permanents that we need to get rid of. It answers a Bowmaster. It answers Welders, the Mirror. Like the card floor is kind of high. I think I like it. Maybe if these Furies, we didn't touch them this league. We also didn't see a matchup where they were good. But if these were Maguses, maybe we could have turned around the Depths matchup and the Blue-Black Midrange matchup. So it's possible that this is a deck building error right here. And that with Maguses or Blood Moons, we would have been able to turn those matches. I believe in the Void Mirrors. It's possible that we should have sideboarded harder or mulliganed harder for them in that last game. It is what it is, though. But yeah, this was a fun league. Little bit frustrating, but that's what Magic is, right? So you win games, you lose games. And it's fun to play, and it's fun to chat. We didn't really do any lore dumping. I know that I had gotten some positive comments from a couple of people in the last 2 videos. If you watch this and it's something that you'd like, I can flesh out more of my MTGO, pure MTGO content timeline. I can flesh out my comic book shop timeline where I started playing Paper Magic again. I can flesh out just my last 2 years of Legacy playing Painter, almost exclusively, but not exclusively. I can build and play a lot of different decks, and my LGS, I mean, Legacy players are the best, right? We lend each other cards. I've offered to lend cards to a bunch of people, and as my pal Mapson was saying on Friday, he's like, yeah, Legacy players are crazy because they'll say, oh, I can't play that deck, and then I'll be like, here's my 4 Mox Diamonds. I couldn't possibly borrow Mox Diamonds. Like, what happens if I lose or destroy them somehow? And I mean, it would absolutely suck if Mapson lent me his Mox Diamonds and they somehow got misplaced, because that would eat up a bunch of my collection to replace. But I'm an adult and I would replace them, and Mapson would have his Mox Diamonds again. So Legacy's awesome because if you get a good LGS and you're not a dick, people will want to help you out. And we just want to play cool Magic. And I would much rather play against you beating me with my Volcanic Island than you playing with Steam Vents, right? If you guys haven't, and you're here, and you're still here at the end of the video, could you hit the subscription button? Click. It'd be pretty cool. Last week we're at 191. This week we're at 194 as of recording. I don't know. Maybe it's actually 195. I haven't actually checked YouTube this morning. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to play next week. I think it might be a return to mono red. I'm a little, I'm a little tired of this mana base just killing me with wastelands, or null rod on my one of 3 great furnaces. Oh, I only even have 2 great furnaces in this deck too, and null rod just wrecked me that match. But I miss having like 7 or 8 mountains in my deck. But that's it for this week. Nice little 2-3. Got half our play points back. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.